has been a very interesting year, yes and no? Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, we have a wonderful award that we present to the Rookie of the Year. Yes? Yes. This year, Mr. AJ has received, or will be receiving, the Rookie of the Year award. And the question is posed, what set him above everybody else to merit this award? Well, for those of you who may or may not know, I don't know if you've told them the story yet or not. No, probably not. This year we had a wonderful tropical storm, barely a Hurricane Eta, right? That made landfall roughly into Thursday morning here in Bradenton, Florida. Approximately around 10:30 that evening, Wednesday night, going into Thursday, we had two gentlemen that thought it was a very good idea in their intoxicated state to try to secure a boat line out in the marina. For those of you who don't know, we had over 9 inches of rain within 1 hour. The boat marina exceeded 5 inches or 5 feet of storm surge, so we had water coming out of the boat marina. Okay, Mr. Kwiatkowski, with the help of several other individuals, performed exceedingly well for his actions on those evenings. We are now awarding him Rookie of the Year for 2020. I think Ms. Chandler she's going to come out from behind the table. It's not a belt buckle, but it's bigger than that.
AJ, you get to put one in our trophy room.
Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, Marcus was one of the other fine individuals on that fateful evening during Tropical Storm, barely a Hurricane Eta, where the order was given by me that there were two individuals that were attempting to secure a boat line out of the marina. Without further instruction from me, they put on the proper safety gear. He had rescue helmet, he had personal flotation device, and the key role that Marcus played to earn him Firefighter of the Year for 2020 was he was the point man. And the point man was the person that was not only holding the tow line for the rescue swimmer on the far end of the rope, but he realized in that moment that there wasn't enough rope for the rescue swimmer. So in that moment, he took an additional line, and he was the point man in between those two lines to make sure that the rescue swimmer had to go out 75 feet in a flooded marina. Now mind you, our boat marina is 26 feet deep at regular tide. When it exceeds 5 feet above that, you can imagine that you're only seeing the tops of the dock line. The boats were up at chest level. They were wading in waist-deep water, standing on the dock. So the role that Marcus played in that particular rescue was very critical in the safety and performance of those. Lieutenant Elizabeth Alvarez, please step up.
Cheering center.
I'm just like fighting, man.
You're in the spotlight now.
Okay.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, Lieutenant Elizabeth Alvarez, she was our rescue swimmer. Given the simple instruction by me on that fateful evening for Tropical Storm, barely a Hurricane Eta, is she understood that there were two gentlemen in the marina without a second thought. She had not only the rescue swimmer PFD on, she had the proper attire, she had her lifeline buoy ready, and she worked in well-coordinated effort in between us and the rest of the rescue team, successfully retrieving the two gentlemen without injury, or without incident. So without further ado, Lieutenant, you are Officer of the Year for 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Miss Linda Briggle. She is one of our fabulous, wonderful, amazing commissioners. And this year, I want to present Miss Linda Briggle with the Trailer Estates Member of the Year Award. The reason why she is a recipient of this award is because during the past year of 2020, that we're moving out of. There you go.
Yeah,
She was an absolute critical point in between not only myself, the auxiliary, contractors, residents, and fellow commissioners. Even when fellow commissioners were not physically in the state, or when I was at work, or when other things had to happen, somehow Miss Linda Briggle made it happen. So without further ado, Miss Linda, I would like to present to you. So for those of you who don't know, this is our current sitting fire commission, less one commissioner, because she couldn't be here tonight. And unfortunately, Ms. Sharon Price, due to her other obligations, she can't be here tonight as well. So we have an award that we started a while back here at Trailer Estates called the Heart of Gold Award. And the Heart of Gold is presented to somebody who shines well beyond their means, their stature. So we had something presented to the park that we haven't done ever, a referendum. And the Board of Commissioners saw the need. They saw how the fine men and women of this department struggle every single time to work with the equipment within their means, as well as the training. So they found out that it made them very unpopular amongst their neighbors and friends, because now they wanted to propose their tax and raise their increase. And it's not easy when you have to live next to these people. And you know that they're going to be upset with you, and they're going to come to you on a personal level, and they're going to complain. But they fought through it, and they stood by us every single step of the way. So for those reasons, I personally, as well as the members of the department, wanted to present the Board of Commissioners for the year 2020 for the Heart of Gold Award for your sacrifices made. So, there is also a very distinctive award that we are allowed to present every year, and it's the Chief's Commendation, the Exceptional Duty Commendation. So, I had a very difficult time going through this year and all the fine members that I have and saying, who stood above it all? Well, there are three people. Unfortunately, the third one can't be with us tonight, but these two can, so I'm going to torture them. Is earlier on in the COVID-19 scare and pandemic that we had to ensue following, is we had a situation arise here at this facility where we had a possible exposure within these walls. And the firefighter and the officer that were on shift were these two fine individuals that you see standing before you. So note, before I was ever notified, they had already initiated proper procedure, protocol, standard, and guideline in isolating the areas of which were questionable. They immediately donned proper hazardous material suits and began disinfecting and quarantining and isolating issues. We had the hazmat team come out, and they sprayed and they fogged and they decontaminated the entire structure, as well as any equipment. By the time I got notified, I was playing catch up. So you have to understand, for an individual to be a volunteer firefighter in the middle of a beginning of a pandemic, to knowingly take those actions instead of just saying, I'm a volunteer, I'm not in for this, I'm just walking away. As they took immediate steps to protect not only themselves, but other firefighters, and as well as the public within this community. So it's for that reason that I now present Lieutenant Elizabeth Alvarez and Firefighter Marcus Frundenberg with the Exceptional Duty Commendation, Chief's Commendation for the year of 2020. We now have the time of the presentation where we get to the Year Service Awards. So, both these fine individuals, Lieutenant Elizabeth Alvarez and Firefighter EMT Nick Galetto, have served over 1 year in the Trailer Estates Fire Control District. Thank you for your service. have the Military Service Award for firefighter EMT Nick Galetto. For those of you who don't know, Nick spent quite a bit of time earlier this year, throughout the year, during the COVID-19 crisis. He is now a United States Marine. Not only is he serving his community, but he's serving this country as well. So it's a great distinction that I give you the Military Service Award.
As most of you are probably aware, we've been through an interesting year of 2020. The Manatee County Fire Chiefs Association has developed, although they have not selected the actual ribbon yet, they have developed a coronavirus operations and activities ribbon for service between 1st of March and the 31st of December of 2020. Following personnel will be awarded the ribbon and the accompanying certificate once they pick the ribbon. Elizabeth Alvarez, George Alvarez, Tiffany Vaughn. Could you please stand up when Robert Crandall, Miguel Fede, Marcus Freudenberg, Nick Galetto, Sylvia Harbison, Mr. House, I don't want to remember your first name, Christopher Hickey, Timothy Hillman, Brad Johnson, Robert Jordan, A.J. Kwiatkowski, Peter Lambert, Joey Leto, Chad Lockhart, Richard McGinley, Chase Owen, and Josh Stevens.